Have you ever stopped to think that you might be carrying incredible powers within you without even knowing it? What if I told you that there are hidden gifts in your essence, abilities you don't even imagine you possess, but that can completely transform your life and the lives of those around you? Well, that's exactly what we're going to talk about today. If you were born under the sign of Leo, get ready, because what I'm about to reveal may forever change the way you see yourself. Do you know that feeling that you have something special, but you can't quite identify what it is? That intuition that you were born for something greater, but you haven't yet discovered your true potential? Well, my dear Leo, this video has reached you today because the universe knows that the time has come for you to awaken to these gifts that lie dormant within your soul. And look, it's no small thing. There are 11 powerful gifts that you possess and probably never knew how to name, never knew how to use consciously. The truth is, many people go through life without discovering half of what they are truly capable of. And do you know what the result is? Half-lived lives, wasted talents, untapped potential. But today that changes for you. Today you will discover these hidden abilities that are part of your Leo nature. And more importantly, you will learn how to awaken each one of them. Because it's no use knowing you have a buried treasure if you don't know where to dig, is it? So stay with me until the end of this video, because each gift I'm going to reveal here is a key that can open doors you didn't even know existed in your life. And believe me, when you start using these abilities consciously, things will start happening in ways you never imagined possible. Dom 1. The ability to radiate light into the darkness of others. You know that moment when you walk into a heavy atmosphere, full of discouraged, sad, hopeless people, and suddenly things start to change just because you arrived? Well, that's the first hidden gift you possess, my dear Leo. And look how impressive, you do it almost without realizing it, so naturally that you don't even realize the impact you have on people. This gift comes from your deep connection with the element of fire and the solar energy that governs your sign. But we're not talking about simple superficial joy or silly optimism that ignores reality. No. We're talking about something much deeper and more powerful. You possess the ability to transmute dense energy into light energy, to transform sadness into hope, to convert discouragement into motivation. And do you know why this happens? Because within you there is a flame that never completely goes out, even in your most difficult moments. Think about it. How many times have you heard someone say they felt better just talking to you? How many people have told you that you have a contagious energy that changes the atmosphere of a place? This isn't luck, it's not ordinary charisma. This is a spiritual gift, an ability that comes from your soul, from your deepest essence. And the most interesting thing is that you don't need to be having your best day to radiate this light. Even when you're facing your own battles, this light continues to shine because it doesn't depend on your external circumstances. It comes from within. Now, imagine if you started using this gift consciously. Imagine if you realized you could enter any difficult situation and literally change the vibration of the environment. This is a power few possess, and you have it naturally. But how do you awaken this gift even further? First, you need to recognize that it exists. Second, you need to start observing the effect you have on people and environments. And third, you need to understand that this light you carry is a sacred responsibility. Many people will seek you out precisely because of this light. Lost, confused, hopeless people will approach you like moths to a flame. And here's the important part. You don't need to save everyone. You don't need to carry the weight of the world on your shoulders. But you can share a little of this light. You can show the way. You can remind people that there is hope even in the darkest situations. This is your first gift, and when you start using it consciously, you will realize that doors open, opportunities arise, and the right people appear in your life. And there's one more important thing about this gift. It doesn't just work for others, it also works for yourself. In your darkest moments when you feel lost or discouraged, remember that light that exists within you. Connect with it, take a deep breath, and let it illuminate your own path. Because you are not just a light for others, you are, first and foremost, the light of your own life. Dom 2. The power to manifest through willpower. Now let's talk about a gift that is directly linked to your fiery nature and your connection to the sun, which is the ruling planet of your sign. And this gift is simply extraordinary. You possess a willpower that, when well directed, is capable of moving mountains, manifesting realities, and transforming dreams into reality. But be aware, because many Leos go through life without realizing they have this power, and end up using this strength in a scattered way, without focus, without results. I'll explain how this works. Your will isn't just a passing desire. It's not just a common wish that everyone has. Your will, when you truly decide on something, when you put your heart into it, has a magnetic force, a creative energy that literally attracts the circumstances, the people, and the opportunities necessary for it to happen. It's as if you have an internal magnet that pulls towards you what you decide will happen. But here's the secret that many Leos don't know. This power only truly works when you're aligned with your heart, with your essence, with what truly matters to you. When you try to use this willpower for things that aren't aligned with your soul's purpose, things don't flow, they get stuck, they stall. That's why sometimes you feel like you have all the willpower in the world but nothing happens. It's not because the gift isn't working. It's because you're trying to manifest something that doesn't resonate with your deepest truth. So how do you consciously awaken this gift? First, you need to learn to distinguish between superficial desires and deep aspirations. Superficial desires come from the mind, from comparisons, from social pressures. Deep aspirations come from the heart, from the soul, from that place within you that knows exactly what you came to do in this life. When you learn to listen to these deep aspirations and direct all your strength towards them, that's when the magic happens. Secondly, you need to understand that willpower is not stubbornness. Many Leos confuse these two things. Stubbornness is when you insist on a certain direction, even when all the signs are telling you that's not the right path. True willpower is when you have clarity about what you want, but remain flexible about the path to get there. It's when you tell the universe what you desire, but let it show you the best way to achieve it. And there's another powerful secret about this gift. Your willpower multiplies when you combine intention and emotion. It's not enough to just think about what you want. You need to feel as if you've already achieved it. You need to vibrate at the frequency of what you wish to manifest. And this, my dear Leo, you do very well when you are connected to your heart. That's why when you truly want something, when it makes your eyes shine, when it makes your heart race, things happen almost magically. But be careful, because this gift also brings responsibility. You need to be aware of what you are manifesting, because your will is so strong that it can create both wonderful things and complicated situations. Therefore, before directing this force towards any goal, ask yourself, is this aligned with my highest good? Will this bring me closer to who I truly am? If the answer is yes, then go for it, because nothing will stop you. If this message resonated with your zodiac sign, trust me, it's no coincidence. When the universe wants to speak to you, it sends exactly the right signal, and you're here because you needed to hear this today. Your contribution as a subscriber or member is what keeps these messages alive. Messages that touch, awaken, and transform lives. And if this video made sense to you, leave your birth date in the comments. Now let's continue with our video. Dom 3. The ability of rapid emotional regeneration. This is a gift that many people don't realize you have, and you may even be unaware of it yourself. But it's one of the most impressive gifts Leos possess. You have an incredible ability to recover emotionally from situations that would destroy other people. It's as if you have such an intense life force within you that you can rise from the ashes again and again, like a phoenix that is reborn with each cycle. Think about it. How many times have you gone through devastating situations, relationships that ended, projects that crumbled, moments when you thought you wouldn't be able to get up again, and yet days later, weeks later, there you were standing again, ready to start over? This isn't luck, it isn't stubbornness, it's a spiritual gift that is linked to your solar nature, to that vital flame that burns within you. The sun rises every day, regardless of what happened the night before. And you, ruled by this powerful star, carry that same quality. You may have dark nights, you may go through intense emotional storms, but dawn always comes, renewal always comes, the strength to start over always comes. And that's something not all signs possess with that intensity. Some people are knocked down by a disappointment for months. A betrayal paralyzes them for years. But not you. You cry, you feel, you process, but then you get up and move on. Now here's the important point. This gift of rapid regeneration can sometimes make you believe that you are emotionally invincible, that you can get through anything without needing help, without needing support. And that's where the danger lies. Because even with this incredible ability to recover, you are still human, you still have a heart that feels, a soul that needs to be cared for. So don't confuse strength with invulnerability. Don't confuse the ability to recover with the absence of pain. The true awakening of this gift happens when you learn to use it wisely. When you understand that recovering quickly doesn't mean not processing the pain, it doesn't mean pretending nothing happened. It means feeling everything that needs to be felt, but not getting stuck in that emotion forever. It means recognizing that you have within you a source of life, a vital energy that is always available to lift you up, but that you can and should also ask for help when you need it. And you know what else? This gift of emotional regeneration isn't just for you. It can also be a blessing for the people around you. When people see you recovering from difficult situations, when they witness your ability to be reborn, it inspires, it motivates, it shows that it's possible to overcome. You become living proof that situations don't define who we are, that we can always start over, that there is always hope. But to use this gift consciously, you need to do a few things. First, honor your recovery process. Don't rush it, don't force it, let it happen naturally. Second, while you are recovering, connect with what gives you life. It could be nature, art, music, or the company of loved ones. Third, understand that each cycle of regeneration makes you stronger, wiser, and more prepared for the challenges to come. And there's one last thing about this gift that I need to tell you. Your capacity for emotional regeneration is directly linked to your connection with your life's purpose. When you are aligned with what you came here to do, when you are living according to your truth, recovery happens even faster, even more completely. It's as if life itself pulls you back into the game, because it knows you still have so much to accomplish, so much to contribute, so much to shine. Gift 4. The gift of natural and inspiring leadership. Now let's talk about a gift that everyone associates with Leos, but not everyone understands its true depth. Yes, you have a natural gift for leadership, but it's not that authoritarian leadership. It's not that leadership that comes from an inflated ego or the need to control others. No. Your gift is much more sophisticated, much more powerful than that. You possess the ability to lead through inspiration, to guide people not through fear or imposition, but through example, through the light you radiate. And you know what's even more interesting? You lead even when you're not trying to lead. People naturally look to you for direction, for courage, for inspiration. And that happens because there's something in your energy, in the way you position yourself in the world, that awakens in people the desire to be better, to fight for their dreams, to not give up. You don't need to command, you don't need to shout, you just need to be who you are, and people will follow you. But here's the secret that many Leos take time to discover. True leadership isn't about always being in the spotlight. It's not about always being the center of attention. True leadership is about serving. It's about using your light to illuminate the path of others. It's about lifting up the people around you instead of diminishing them to make yourself seem bigger. And when you understand that, when you start leading from that place of service and inspiration, that's when you access the full power of that gift. I'll give you a practical example of how this gift works. Imagine a group of people who are lost, confused, and don't know which direction to take. You arrive, and even without having all the answers, even without knowing exactly the way, you bring a certainty, a confidence, and energy that makes people believe it's possible to find a solution. You don't solve the problem alone, but you give people the courage and motivation to find the answers themselves. That's Leo leadership in its purest form. Now, how do you awaken this gift in an even more conscious way? First, you need to free yourself from the idea that being a leader means being perfect, that it means having all the answers. Doesn't. Being a leader means having the courage to take responsibility, to take the first step, to believe even when others doubt. And you have that naturally. Second, you need to learn to balance your need for recognition, which is legitimate, with the collective good. Because a true leader doesn't seek personal glory, but the success of the group as a whole. Third, and this is very important, you need to develop the ability to listen, to consider other perspectives, to recognize that even as a natural leader, you don't know everything, you don't have a monopoly on truth. The best leaders are those who can bring together different people, with different talents, and create a synergy where everyone contributes the best they have. And you, my dear Leo, have everything it takes to be that kind of leader. And there's one more thing about this gift. Leo's leadership isn't limited to the workplace. It's not limited to the big stage. You can and should exercise this leadership in all areas of your life. In your family, being the one who inspires unity and love. In your circle of friends, being the one who motivates everyone to pursue their dreams. In your community, being the one who initiates positive change. The world needs inspiring leaders, and you are one of them. But only you can decide whether you will use this gift or leave it dormant. Dom 5. The ability to see and cultivate potential in others. This is one of the most beautiful and generous gifts that Leos possess, but also one of the most secret, because even you yourselves don't realize how much you do it. You have an incredible gift for seeing in people what they themselves cannot yet see. You look at someone who is lost, who doesn't believe in themselves, who thinks they have no talent, and you see the potential diamond that exists there. And more than that, you have the ability to help that person polish that diamond, to discover its brilliance. Do you know that friend who always comes to you when they have doubts about life, their career, or relationships? Do you know that family member who consults you before making important decisions? Do you know that colleague who always asks for your opinion on their projects? This doesn't happen by chance. People sense, even unconsciously, that you have this ability to see beyond appearances, to perceive the true potential that exists in them. And that is a rare, valuable, precious gift. But I'll tell you something you might not know. This gift comes from your own connection to greatness, to the limitless potential that exists within you. Because you believe in your own possibilities, because you know you were born to shine, you can recognize that same potential in others. It's as if you have an internal radar that detects hidden talents, dormant abilities, greatness yet to be manifested. Now this gift brings enormous responsibility, because when you see potential in someone and point it out to that person, you are planting a seed of transformation. You are opening a door that may have been closed for years. You are lighting a light that can completely change the course of that person's life. And that is sacred, it is powerful, it is a very profound form of love. But you need to be careful not to project onto others what you would like them to be. Always respecting each person's journey and timing. How can you awaken this gift in an even more conscious way? First, start paying more deep attention to the people around you. Not just to what they say, but to what they don't say. To the dreams they abandoned, the talents they hid, the passions they stifled. Second, when you perceive potential in someone, speak up, share that vision, but do so delicately, respectfully, without forcing anything. Because sometimes the person isn't ready to hear it, sometimes they need time to mature. Third, learn to be a catalyst for transformation without becoming a savior. You can show the way, you can indicate the possibilities, you can offer support, but each person needs to walk on their own 2 feet. And this is important, because many Leos end up frustrated when they see potential in someone, but that person does nothing to develop it. You need to understand that everyone has their own time, their own rhythm, their own process. Your role is to sow, to water occasionally, but the person themselves needs to make the plant grow. And there's one last dimension to this gift that is simply beautiful. When you help someone discover and develop their potential, when you witness the transformation of someone you've inspired, you also grow, you also transform, you also expand. It's a two-way street. You receive back in joy and satisfaction and a sense of purpose much more than you gave. That's why this gift isn't just a gift for others. It's also a gift for yourself. Use it wisely, use it with love, use it consciously. Dom 6. The power of magnetic presence. Let's talk now about a gift that every Leo has, but few know how to use consciously. You possess a magnetic presence, an energy that attracts people's attention naturally and spontaneously. And we're not just talking about physical beauty or superficial charm. No. We're talking about something much deeper. An energy that emanates from your essence, from your soul, and that makes people want to be near you. Have you ever noticed that when you enter a place, people notice you? Have you realized that even without doing anything special, you end up being noticed, remembered, talked about? That's your magnetic presence in action. It's as if you have an energy field around you that captures people's attention, that sparks curiosity, that provokes interest. And the most fascinating thing is that you don't need to make an effort for it. You don't need to pretend to be someone you're not. You just need to be authentic, be true, be yourself. But here's the secret that changes everything. This magnetic presence is amplified 1,000-fold when you are aligned with your heart, when you are living according to your truth, when you are connected to your purpose. Because then you are not just occupying physical space, you are radiating an energy that touches people on deep levels. You become a source of inspiration, of light, of transformation simply by your presence. Now I'm going to tell you something that few understand about this gift. It wasn't given to you to feed your ego, to make you feel superior to others, or to seek empty admiration. It was given to you as a tool of service, as a resource to fulfill your mission here on Earth. When you use this magnetic presence to attract the right people, to create true connections, to open doors that will lead you to the fulfillment of your purpose, then you are using this gift in the right way. How can you consciously awaken this gift? First, you need to work on your presence, and presence isn't just being physically in a place, it's being completely there, body, mind, and soul. It's being attentive, being open, being available to the experience of the present moment. When you develop this quality of presence, your magnetism naturally increases. Second, you need to take care of your energy because you can't radiate magnetism if you're energetically depleted, if you're living on autopilot, if you're disconnected from yourself. Third, and this is fundamental, you need to cultivate authenticity. Because true magnetic presence doesn't come from social masks, it doesn't come from characters you create to please others. It comes from the courage to be who you really are, with your qualities and your imperfections. People are attracted to truth, to authenticity, to reality. When you have the courage to show yourself as you really are, without filters, without disguises, your presence becomes irresistible. And there's one more important thing about this gift. You need to learn to manage the attention you naturally receive. Because not all attention is good, not everyone who approaches you has good intentions, and not every connection is worth cultivating. Use this magnetism to attract what is aligned with your highest good, your purpose, and your growth. And have the discernment to distance yourself from what only wants to drain your energy, what only wants to take advantage of your brilliance without offering anything in return. And lastly, always remember this. Your magnetic presence isn't about being the center of attention all the time. It's about using the attention you receive to direct people towards what truly matters, towards ideas that transform, towards causes that deserve support, towards truths that need to be told. When you use this gift in service of something greater than yourself, you multiply your impact on the world in unimaginable ways. Dom 7. The ability to transform pain into art and creation. This is one of the most alchemical gifts that Leos possess, and perhaps one of the most misunderstood. You have an incredible ability to take the most painful experiences of your life and transform them into something beautiful, something meaningful, something that touches and inspires other people. It doesn't matter if you express this through words, images, music, projects, relationships, or any other way. You have this gift of emotional alchemy. Do you remember that terrible phase you went through that later became your greatest source of learning? Do you remember that relationship that ended and shattered you, but then taught you exactly what you needed to learn about love and about yourself? Do you remember that failure that almost destroyed you but became the springboard to your greatest success? That's not just resilience, that's alchemy. It's the ability to transform lead into gold, to transform darkness into light, to transform pain into beauty. And this gift is directly linked to the element of fire that governs your sign. Fire not only destroys, it also purifies, it also transforms, it also creates. And you carry this transformative fire within you. That's why difficult experiences, however painful they may be at the moment they happen, never completely destroy you. They mold you, refine you, transform you into a deeper, wiser, more authentic version of who you are. But here's the crucial point. This gift only works fully when you don't get stuck in the pain, when you don't identify with the suffering, when you don't become a victim of your circumstances. You need to go through the pain, yes, you need to feel everything that needs to be felt, but then you need to give meaning to that experience, you need to find the lesson, you need to transform it into something that strengthens you instead of something that weakens you. How can you consciously awaken this gift? First, you need to develop a broader perspective on life experiences. Instead of asking why this is happening to me, ask what purpose this is serving. What is the lesson? What is the hidden gift in this situation? How can this make me a better, stronger, wiser person? Second, you need to find a creative way to express your emotions. This could be writing, painting, dancing, talking to someone you trust, meditating. Anything that helps you give form to what you are feeling. Third, and this is very powerful, share your story when you're ready. Because when you transform your pain into a story of overcoming, when you show others that it's possible to cross the dark valley and emerge stronger on the other side, you're not just healing yourself, you're healing those who hear your story. You become a bridge of hope for people who are going through similar situations. And there's a spiritual dimension to this gift that is incredibly profound. Every pain you experience and transform connects you with the universal pain of humanity. It makes you more compassionate, more empathetic, more human. And at the same time, it connects you with the creative force of the universe, because all creation is born from a void, from a death, from an end that precedes a new beginning. You understand this in practice, in your body, in your soul. And this understanding gives you a power that few possess. Gift 8. The gift of genuine and unselfish generosity. Now let's talk about a gift that is a trademark of Leos, but that many don't realize is as special as it truly is. You possess a generous heart, a capacity to give, to share, to offer that comes from a very genuine place within you. And we're not just talking about material generosity, we're not just talking about gifts and favors, we're talking about a generosity of spirit that manifests itself in 1,000 different ways. You are generous with your time, dedicating hours to helping someone in need. You are generous with your words, always finding something encouraging to say to people. You are generous with your energy, sharing your light even when you yourself need light. You are generous with your talents, using what you know how to do to bless the lives of others. And the most beautiful thing is that you do all this expecting nothing in return, not advertising your kindness, not demanding eternal gratitude. But here's what many don't understand about this gift. This generosity doesn't come from a place of lack. It doesn't come from a desire to be recognized or admired. It comes from a place of inner abundance. It's as if you know deep in your soul that the more you give, the more you receive. Not necessarily from the same people, not necessarily in the same way, but the universe always rewards those who give with an open heart. And you have this intuitive wisdom, even when your mind hasn't fully grasped this principle yet. Now, this gift also comes with a challenge. Many Leos end up giving so much that they forget to take care of themselves. They end up emptying themselves trying to fill others, sacrificing themselves in an unbalanced way. And that's not healthy generosity. That's self-sabotage disguised as kindness. True generosity needs to come from an overflowing cup, not from a half-full cup where you're drawing from the little you have. How can you awaken this gift in a conscious and balanced way? First, learn to be generous with yourself before being generous with others. This is not selfishness, this is a sense of responsibility. You cannot serve from a place of emptiness. You need to be full first. So take care of yourself, honor your needs, respect your limits. When you do this, your generosity becomes even more powerful because it comes from a place of fullness. Secondly, develop the discernment to know when to give and when to stop giving. Not everyone deserves your generosity. Not every situation requires your involvement. And not every person is ready to receive what you have to offer. And it's okay to say no, it's okay to conserve your energy, it's okay to choose where and how you will use this precious gift. Generosity without discernment can lead to exhaustion, and then you serve neither yourself nor others. Third, understand that true generosity doesn't create dependency, it creates empowerment. When you help someone, you're doing it so that person becomes stronger, more independent, more capable, not so that they depend on you forever. So be generous in a way that uplifts people, not in a way that keeps them small. Teach them to fish, don't just give them the fish. Show them the way, don't carry them on your back. That's true, mature, conscious generosity. Dom 9. The deep connection with the inner child. This is a gift that sets Leos apart from many other signs, and is absolutely magical when properly understood. You maintain a very strong connection with your inner child, with that part of you that knows how to play, that knows how to have fun, that looks at the world with wonder and curiosity. And this is not childishness, it is not immaturity, this is profound wisdom, because whoever forgets the child they once were, also forgets what it's like to dream, what it's like to believe, what it's like to live with genuine joy. You have this ability to find joy in simple things, to be enchanted by details that others no longer even notice, to bring lightness to heavy situations. And do you know why this is a gift? Because in a world that is increasingly serious, heavier, more complicated, the ability to keep alive this connection with playfulness, with pleasure, with fun, is revolutionary. It's an antidote to collective sadness, to pessimism, to hopelessness. But this gift goes far beyond simply being fun or humorous. When you are connected to your inner child, you have access to unlimited creativity, a powerful imagination, and a capacity to dream without limits. The child within you knows no impossibilities, does not accept imposed limitations, and does not believe when people say something cannot be done. And this energy, when channeled in a mature way, can lead you to achieve extraordinary things. Now, many Leos face an internal struggle with this gift. On one hand, you want to be taken seriously, you want to be respected, you want to be seen as competent and mature. On the other hand, you have this playful nature, this need to express joy, this desire to do things differently and have fun. And sometimes it seems like you have to choose between being serious or being cheerful. But the truth is, you don't have to choose. You can be both. You can be deeply competent and at the same time keep your playful nature alive. How can you consciously awaken this gift? First, allow yourself moments of pure fun without guilt, without feeling like you're wasting time. Do things that the child within you loves. It could be dancing, singing, playing, creating. Anything that ignites that flame of joy. Second, bring playful elements into the serious areas of your life. You can be productive and fun at the same time. You can work with ease. You can solve problems creatively. Third, and this is beautiful, use that connection with your inner child to connect with the real children around you. You have a natural ease in speaking the language of children, in entering their world, in being taken seriously by them. And children are spiritual teachers in disguise. They have so much to teach us about presence, about authenticity, about living in the moment. When you interact with children from this genuine place, you are not only giving them something precious, you are receiving valuable teachings. And there's another dimension to this gift. Your inner child is the guardian of your truest dreams, your most authentic passions, that which makes your eyes shine. When you were a child, before the world told you who you should be, you knew exactly what made you happy. Reconnecting with that child is reconnecting with your essence, with your original purpose, with what you came here to do. Don't ignore that inner voice that wants to play, that wants to create, that wants to live joyfully. It knows the way back home. Dom 10. The ability to see beyond appearances. Here we have a gift that many don't immediately associate with Leos, but which is extremely powerful when developed. Although you are known for liking beauty, aesthetics, and things that shine, you possess a profound ability to see beyond surfaces, to perceive what is hidden behind the masks people wear. It's as if you have an internal radar that detects falsehood, identifies authenticity, and notices when something is out of place. This gift comes from your connection with your heart, with the element of fire that governs you. Fire illuminates, and when you are truly connected to your essence, you can illuminate the shadows, you can see what is hidden, you can perceive truths that others do not see. And this protects you, this guides you. This helps you make wiser decisions in all areas of your life. How many times have you had a hunch about someone and then found out you were right? How many times have you felt that something wasn't right in a situation, even when everything seemed perfect, and then the facts confirmed your intuition? This isn't paranoia, it isn't unfounded distrust. It's this gift of deep perception and action. You can read energies, you can sense intentions, you can perceive when someone is being genuine or when they are just playing a role. But here's the challenge. Sometimes this gift can make you see things you'd rather not see. Can make you realize lies you wanted to believe were truths. It can make you see limitations in people you'd like to idealize. And that hurts, that bothers you, that brings a responsibility you don't always want to carry. Because once you see it, you can no longer pretend you didn't see it. Once you perceive the truth, you need to decide what you're going to do with it. How can you awaken this gift in an even more conscious way? First, trust your first impressions, your intuitions, that first feeling you have when you meet someone or enter a new situation. Your first perception is usually the most accurate. It comes directly from your intuitive center before the mind begins to rationalize everything. Second, develop the habit of observing not only what people say but how they say it, not only what they do but why they do it. Third, learn to distinguish between superficial judgment and deep perception. Judgment is when you label people based on biases, first impressions, and comparisons. Deep perception is when you truly see someone's essence, when you identify patterns of behavior, when you recognize truths about the nature of that person or situation. One comes from the ego, the other comes from wisdom. And use this gift responsibly. Just because you can see through people's masks doesn't mean you need to expose everyone, that you need to unmask everyone around you. Sometimes people need their masks, sometimes they're not ready to show who they really are. So be wise, be compassionate. Use this gift primarily to protect yourself, to guide you, to help you build true relationships with people who are also willing to take off their masks. Dom 11. The gift of unwavering faith in one's own destiny. We've arrived at the final gift, and perhaps the most powerful of all. You possess a profound, almost inexplicable faith that you were born for something great, that you have a special destiny, that you came here to leave a mark, to make a difference, to shine in a unique way. And this faith doesn't come from arrogance, it doesn't come from an inflated ego. It comes from a wisdom of the soul, from a deep memory of who you truly are. Even in the most difficult moments, even when everything seems to be crumbling around you, there's a part of you that never completely loses hope, that continues to believe that things will work out, that you will overcome, that the best is yet to come. and that faith is your greatest power. It's the fuel that keeps you moving when others have already given up. It's the light that guides you when everything seems dark. But here's the secret that few understand. This faith in one's own destiny is not a guarantee that everything will be easy. It's not a promise that you won't face challenges. It's a certainty that you have within yourself everything you need to overcome any obstacle, to weather any storm, to accomplish what you came here to do. It's knowing that the universe conspires in your favor when you are aligned with your true purpose. And do you know what this faith creates? It creates a magnetic force that attracts exactly the circumstances, the people, and the opportunities you need to fulfill your destiny. When you truly believe you were born for something great, when you act from that place of certainty, the world around you begins to reorganize itself to support the manifestation of that destiny. Doors open, paths appear, synchronicities happen. How do you keep this faith alive and conscious? First, nourish it daily with thoughts, words, and actions that align with this vision of greatness. Don't let skepticism, pessimism, or the narrowness of collective thought contaminate this precious faith. Second, surround yourself with people who also believe in you, who see your light, who remind you of your greatness when you forget. Third, take concrete actions toward your destiny, because faith without action is just fantasy. And there's one last crucial thing about this gift. This faith in one's own destiny cannot be selfish. It cannot be solely about you shining, about you succeeding, about you being recognized. It needs to be connected to something greater, to a purpose of serving, of contributing, of leaving the world a little better than you found it. When your faith is anchored in this place of service, it becomes unbreakable, because it no longer depends only on you. It is supported by the force of the universe itself. If this message resonated with your zodiac sign, trust me, it's no coincidence. When the universe wants to speak to you, it sends exactly the right signal, and you're here because you needed to hear this today. Your contribution as a subscriber or member is what keeps these messages alive. Messages that touch, awaken, and transform lives. And if this video made sense to you, leave your birth date in the comments. So my dear Leo, now you know the 11 hidden gifts that have always been within you, waiting to be consciously awakened. Each of these gifts is a key that can open unimaginable doors in your life. But remember, knowing the gifts is not enough. You need to use them, you need to develop them, you need to put them into practice in your daily life. Start today. Choose one of these gifts and make a commitment to consciously work with it during the next week. Observe how it transforms your reality, how it changes the way you relate to yourself and others. And then move on to the next gift and the next until they are all fully awakened within you. And here is my final question for you to reflect on. If you could fully awaken all these gifts, if you could use all the potential that exists within you, what would your life be like? What kind of impact would you have on the world? What legacy would you leave? Think about it, feel it, visualize it, and then make the necessary choices to transform that vision into reality. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, subscribe now and turn on notifications so you don't miss any content that could transform your life. And if you felt these words touched your heart, consider becoming a channel member to support this work and receive exclusive content. Until the next video, and may you shine with all the intensity you deserve to shine.